Say good morning. I'm starting out with a graham cracker and a banana. And we have girlies that they already had their breakfast. Well, they had a cookie. They went outside. And so I put up my trees last night, the last two that needed to be put up. This is my new Jacqueline Smith tree, and it's not as full as my other one that I put together by hand. Let me turn it on for you. So there it is, and you can see, and I got to slide this over a little bit because it's hanging over there just a little bit. So I'll get it over this way, but from end to end here, it's as full as my other tree. But my other tree, how it did it, it was full and then it kind of came up. So, you know, like in here and in here a little bit, it, you know, it's not as full. And it gets a little bit more narrower than my other tree, but it still is a nice full tree. So I liked it because I did not have to fluff all my branches and pluck all my branches, and that's what takes a long time. Seriously, this family room tree that you've seen in the past, not to decorate it, just to put it together, takes me about an hour and a half to do it. And that's just fluffing. That's no lights, that's no decorations. And this, I did have to fluff this one in comparison to the living room tree. And it could have been too because everything was squished from being new from the factory. And I'm also thinking too that the one in the living room, Jacqueline Smith's tree, it's a flock tree, and so she probably designed it to not have to do so much fluffing because the flock stuff comes off of the tree. Where this is a cashmere tree, and she has a couple different ones. See, the bristles are like this at the end, or the needles, I should say. It kind of gives a little bit of a woodsy look. It's not icy or anything. It's just kind of woodsy. She has several different sorts of spruces and pines and that sort of thing. This tree is called an Edison spruce cashmere. So this one you had to fluff a little bit, and it did not take me long. And the poles, again, there are 3 sections, and when you push the pole, like the middle part into here, you just put it down really hard and boom, the lights come on. Same thing with the top. So it didn't take me long at all to do this. And then of course, you know that I have to put my colored random sparkles. So this tree is got the stationary white lights. I think that there's a bulb in there that you could put, but then it just flashes, and I don't want that. But anyway, to give my little bit of twinkle, I still have that with the colored lights. So there's that tree. Then here's the white tree. Look at how much room. See, my other family room tree was really, really bushy, and I used to have it like behind the mirror, and it would take up from here all the way almost to the end of the wall. And so this is what it's like, obviously, with just the white lights. And once it warms up, they have the twinkling bulbs in it where, you know, randomly it twinkles. Brian's friend Wes is here doing some work. We had a leak upstairs in our hall bathroom because we have well water. And before we got our water softener system thing, hard water with all those minerals, it will corrode all your plumbing and everything. And you know, down by your toilet where you have where the water, you can turn it on and off. Well, the handle thing just came off and it started leaking water. And so we had to get the plumber here. That was taken care of. But then our wainscoting that's in there and our baseboards, they got all wet and everything. So Wes came and he changed that, and then he fixed around the archway of our garage. Harry had banged into it. So this is what I decided to do this year. This ribbon was really wide. And so by the time I put this netting on, and then if I were to put the ribbon, it's as wide as the netting, so you couldn't go over it because then you wouldn't see it. So I'd have to come in through the bare spots of the tree, but then the whole tree would have been the netting and that. So I decided to just make bows, and I put one in the center here, two over here, and then two at the bottom with another one in the center. And then I had an extra one, and I put it in the back. And the reason why is because from my view over there in the kitchen, when you look over here, it was kind of like really bare to look at that over there. And there's the angel. So this is the tree without the ornaments. So tomorrow I'll put all the picks and the ornaments on there. And I asked Carly when she came home what she thought of how this looked, and she says it looks very elegant. So I'm going to turn the light off and show you, and then from over this way too. So again, it'll look a lot better when I get all the rest of the decorations on that tree. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this tree down. I've had this tree for several years, and you know, with it being white, you know, it gets all the dust on there. It's kind of dirty, and some of the lights aren't coming on, and I had to string some lights on there last year. And it's a 6-foot tree. I'd rather have a 7.5-foot tree. So I'm going to go to Kmart and get one of those trees of Jacqueline Smith. And then when we come home, we'll take this down, and it'll go to the garbage tomorrow. Are we ready to go bye-bye? Are we going to go bye-bye? We're going to go out and try to find a few Christmas items that I need. We have Indian summer this week. It's going to be in the 70s, and then Sunday back down to the 50s, and then I'm sure it will just be cold. So showing you a little bit of fall. My Japanese poplar, you can see the leaves are off, and my grass has died, and the neighbor's trees there, and I don't know if you can see our elm there, and that's our maple there. It's just now starting to turn red leaves, but I thought I would drive down the street so you can see some of the trees. So here we go. Some of the trees have already dropped all their leaves in the back there, and then some still have some color. There's some color there. Our peak time is over, and that means when the colors are most vibrant and the leaves are still on the trees. But yeah, a lot of the trees are dropping their leaves. Here probably in a couple more weeks, it is definitely going to look like winter with bare trees. Okay, I have a bit of a mess going on here. Here and up there on the landing, there's some debris up there because I stripped my garland down. I've got to straighten up my beads and everything, but I stripped everything down because this garland has been the same for the last few years, so I decided to do something with red since I'm doing my candy cane tree here. And by the way, I bought a new tree over here. I'm a little bit sweaty. So anyway, I went to Kmart yesterday with Carly. Jacqueline Smith does have a white tree. It's called Glacier Pine or something like that. I didn't like it because it looked kind of bluish white, and the reason why, the bristles are white, but the further you go back into the tree, at the end of the bristles there's like a light blue tint to it to kind of give it like a glacier ice look, and that's why it's called that, I guess. And I just didn't like it, and I thought, you know, you could probably only use like purples and blues and silvers with that tree. Like, you wouldn't be able to do gold or, you know, other colors. So I decided not to get it. Plus, it was supposed to be a 7-foot tree, and it actually looked like my other white one that I took down here. And that other white one that I have is a 6-foot. This one, I got it at Lowe's. And the reason why I went to go get the Jacqueline Smith, because I like the one plug technology, and every time you put a piece in with the poles, it lights the tree up and you don't have to search for the plugs. But over at Lowe's, I found this, and it's a white flocked tree, so it's got all the nice white flocking on it, and it's all the same one plug technology as well. And this, you can either do the white or the colored. They'll come on either way, or you can get them where it goes white color. You can have it go in between. So the only thing I don't like about the white lights, they're the LED, and I'm not a fan of the color of LED lights. I don't think that they're as bright as normal, you know, miniature lights. So, but anyway, I like it. It's a pretty tree, and I will get this up here later, but I've got to get on the ladder now, and I got to fix all my beads and everything, and then try to get all my new things on. And instead of doing bows, I didn't like any of the bows that I saw, and I didn't feel like making, how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I think 7 or 8 bows. I didn't feel like making bows. So I saw bells, like bells, and they had them in gold and silver and red. And so I bought the red ones, and then red ribbon, and then I bought some more ornaments to, you know, put in sporadically in there. So anyway, I'm going to get working on that today at 1 o'clock. I have a hair appointment though, and I'm going to have to finish here. What time is it? I won't finish this garland, I know, before I leave because I'm so sweaty. Yeah, I'm going to have to quit here. Actually, about now, I'm going to have to finish because I've got to go take a quick shower because I'm all sweaty. And then when I'm done with that, then I'll come home and work on my garland. I was hoping to decorate my dining room tree there. I might be able to do that this evening, or I'll do the foyer tree this evening. Okay, so that's as far as I got before I have to leave. And when I come back, I'll finish putting it all together. Hey, I'm back from the hair salon, and I got my hair cut shorter. Okay, I took a few inches off. Okay, I got these over at Walmart. This is where I got all my decorations that I'm putting up here on my garland. And these are what? Well, when you fluff them out, they are beautiful poinsettias. Now this is showing up in the video like a Christmas red, but when you look at these in real life, it's like the color of blood, like blood red. They're like red, really pretty. And I like them because they got the wires, and you just unfluff them and you know, shape them the way that you want. So I'll come over here and just show you what I did. And I like them because they have the little clips, so you just, you know, clip it in place. So you just unfold it and make sure the bigger petals are to the back. See, is that better? So it doesn't take, but I don't know, about 30 seconds for each one to get it to where you want it. And then you can bend them back, you can bend them forward, but it makes it like three-dimensional. Isn't that cool? So I got these over at Walmart. I forget what other colors that they had, but there you go. So it was a little bit dark in that room there. So you just shape it the way that you want. I also got some of these pine cones, and they're also on clips. And these are the different ornaments I'm gonna put up there. So I just got one each of these, a couple of these that say Merry Christmas, and a couple drums. So, and then I had 2 bells left over. So, and they had different kinds of bells, and they had them in different colors. I thought I was getting all like that. Those were the only 2 that were like that. I have 3 3 other ones that are hanging on here, and they're just plain, and the ribbon's different too. And these can even be taken out and changed out, and I might do that at some point. And then up there I've got to fix that. That's another wood bell set. The poinsettia is kind of in the way. I've got to bring the bells out. So I will just now go and hang my ornaments on there, and then it'll be finished. Okay, it's going to be time for me to clean up the floor and everything. And then I'm going to go ahead and get this Christmas tree put in place. And then when Carly comes home, I think we'll go ahead and try to decorate that tree. So I'll just show you everything close up. I put the drums over here on the front of this. And then I just put my pine cones, like where I catch my, whatchamacallit, my beads up there. And then where it gathers onto my banister, that's where I hung a bell. And I used those straps. Look at that. They're pretty cool. And then those are the wood bells, so I'll go up and show you those. All of this in here gets all dirty. My steps get all dirty. I got to vacuum everywhere. So I put this little Christmas bell there. Well, it's not really a bell, it's a ball. Well, yeah, I guess it's a bell. So it looks like a bell down there. And then this is just a one-piece wooden bell set. And I put another poinsettia. My last little thing. I thought I'd put this here so when Alex is going up and down the stairs, he can ring it when we're holding him. And then that's what that looks like going up there. And then I need to fix this ribbon. I need to fluff this out a little bit. Actually, what I need to do is either get new garlands to intertwine them to make them thicker, or just buy thicker garland, but it's more expensive if you buy it already thick. I might just go ahead next year and I'll have to buy several of these because they're like 9 feet. So I think this is 1, and I have connected here, I think, 2, so like I'll need 3. So for this year, this is good enough here. So look, pretty! So this is with the colored lights on, and so you can see it's got the frosted tips. There's some of the tips back here that really don't have the frosted stuff, so anyway, you can see it looks very snowy. And I like it because, see, the lights have the frosted stuff on there too. So then it's got this foot stomper thing right here, the button, and you just push it again, and it switches between white and color. Okay, that's number 3. This is going to shut it off. Okay, so when you hit number 1, it comes on, and it's just white. Isn't that pretty? I got to fluff back in here and cover that up. We didn't see that one. Oh, Carly was supposed to fluff this side. She said she did. It looks like she forgot this. Oh, it's on number 1. Number 2 is colored. Number 3, white to colored. And white again. And this is with, I got my lights on. Let me show my lights off. So there we go. So here in a little bit, Carly and I will go ahead and get this tree all decorated. Adam's working on the star. And then the foyer is done for this half until we get up there above the door. And there's our star. I'll zoom in. It's just a pretty red star. Isn't that nice? Pretty tree. Glad I got it. If you would like one too, go to your nearest Lowe's store. She plays different songs.
Yep.
It's a bake shop. It's Mrs. Claus. Isn't that cute? So I'm leaving these snowmen down here for Alex to play with. I usually have all my animated things, and that will not be going up this year because the baby will be trying to take it all. So this is our little candy cane, our candy tree, I should say. I got to fix our star. That star does not want to stay straight. We're going to have to get up there. I'm going to probably have to wire it on there. And so then let me come around this way. And this ornament, I don't know why he's turned funny, but you need to stay there like that. So I'll just kind of go a little slow over everything. Now I think we're going to leave these colored lights on versus the white lights, and I'll show you in a minute. And I'll turn the lights out too, so you can see. And what I did, I didn't want to do the traditional ribbon around the tree or making bows for, not this. This is supposed to be like a fun tree. And so when I started to pull the ribbon off of the spool to get an idea of what I was going to do, you know, when you pull it down, it gets all these little curly things. And so I thought, oh, I'll just cut strips of this, and then I'll just put it on the tree like that. And it's very fun looking, very festive, and I don't know, Willy Wonka-ish. So I really got to fix that star. It's getting on my nerves. And we got that. And yes, I even come around to the back of the tree here. So there's that. I'll show you with the light out. So there we go. Light out. Now, I'll show you the white lights, and I'm sure you'll say the same. Leave the colored lights on. This is pretty cool. So, here it is white. Oh, no. It's alternating. There we go. There's white. I don't know. Maybe now and then we'll want white. But see, I don't know. I think the ornaments kind of get lost when it's all just white. I mean, you got to get up to see it really good. But when the colored lights are on, it just looks so much nicer. So anyway, that's my vlog for today. And Sandy and Carly are going to decorate in there after dinner. It's dark outside, but it's after 5, right, Joe? It's 5:41, but you know, it's dark now. So anyway, it's time for me to get a shower, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's vlog.